God Almighty, the great I am. Yeah. Don't keep it to yourself, boo. Don't keep it to yourself. This is seriously going to be very hard, and I don't know. I just hope I don't get all teary and shit, cause a very massive thank you to each and every one of you who sent me out positive vibes. I was here for all of it, and I just want to say thank you so much for receiving the channel very well. If you haven't subscribed yet, please, you can just pause this and just do, you know what you gotta do. Just subscribe to the channel, because a lot of good stuff is coming, a lot of great content is coming, and yeah, I just want you not to miss out. So yes, also there's a new episode on the podcast, so if you want to know what's up, there's a link in the description box. Just follow it and you'll be led to a new episode on the podcast. So this episode today is a very it makes me feel so vulnerable, and I don't know. First of all, I just want to say and put it out there that if you are anyone out there going through some stuff, I know how hard it gets, I know how bad it gets. Trust me, I know how bad it gets, and I'm just here for you. If you need someone to talk to, my DMs are very open. I always say that in each and every episode, especially on my podcast. If you follow me on my podcast, you'll know that already. Yes, my DMs are very, very open. I'm very open to just listening to you, and you can just vent out. You know, if you want to just vent, if you want to share about your experiences, any of that, I'm here for it, and I'm here to listen and give bomb advice sometimes. Sometimes we don't need advice, by the way. It's just we just need someone to listen to us and just be there, and that's sometimes. I know how hard it is for our generation to just actually come out and just say, hey, I am going through this, I am going through that, this is draining me in this and that way. I know how hard it is. I have been there, like I have legit been there, and it's not even a kitambo, or it's just been recent, and it's just episodes that keep on occurring and going away and coming back and going away, and I have a way of coping, but as in, if I could just find a way to just get rid of it like forever, like that would be legit. I clearly understand why and how someone would decide just to keep to themselves, but usually it's not advised as much to bottle it up in. It's not wow. So maybe a little backstory as to why I've decided to do this video. I want to say that, okay, I cannot say that I've conquered it, like, I cannot say that, but maybe let's say I have found a way to just maneuver through it. I have known what triggers it. Okay, I'm still finding out about other things. I'm just shocked. I'm like, this makes you this sad. This makes you this way and that way. This makes you this anxious. And it's just that I'm still learning. I'm still learning through it. I'm still running. I'm running from it. And it's that life is just so tough sometimes, and adulting doesn't make it easier, and everyone else just doesn't make it easier, and we're just here trying to fight emotions every now and then. Like literally my days include me fighting back tears than just living, because I go through it's just that constant state where you just feel pain, you're just sad, and you just feel alone. You feel there's a void in you. You feel like you're different. You're scared. You're tired. all of this at the same time. Can you imagine? You're just overwhelmed with all these emotions that are not even worth. They're not even worth it. Because if something makes you feel that sad and just, all in one, and they're not making you a better person in any way possible, then it's not worth it. I mean, I know the basics. I know I'm supposed to stand for this. I know I'm supposed to get out of this and that. But sometimes it's just so overwhelming. It's overwhelming to the point that you just let yourself go. Like, as in, like, just do your worst. Let me see what you got. Like, let me see what you got. And surprising enough, you're still here living it and just crushing it in your own way, and you're just there like, yeah, that's where I find my strength. Like, every time I remember, hey, fuck it, you're still here, you're still living. I mean, there's a reason for that. There should be a reason, because if I was to be dead, I think I would have been dead like a long time ago. God would have taken me like, or certain God he would have taken me like a long ass time ago. So, like, being alive usually just gives me a reason enough to just keep on fighting and keep on helping others the best way I can, because I'm not perfect, nobody is, but we just try. First of all, you need to understand that it's not a mistake for you to be here. Wherever you are, whatever it is that you're going through, just know that it's not a mistake. You are meant to be alive, and if you were to have died, you would have died like Kitamu. Let me just say it. So just understand that you're actually, I know sometimes you just get pushed to the edge and just like, why am I even alive? Why is this even my life? As in, why are people doing this? Me, I'm just here stuck at this. It's okay that you're actually in that state. You are not, as in, don't lose hope. It's not a mistake that you're still here. We still need you, and you're amazing, and you can actually conquer this. Yeah. So number one, take time off social media. I know it's like the greatest thing ever, to have been created, and some shit, but sometimes you just need to take time off. If you can't, just try as much as possible to just keep off social media. I know there are kinds of people who actually can't stay out of social media because FOMO is real. Fear of missing out is very real. But sometimes for your own health, for your own growth, sometimes you really need that taking time off social media. Because when you're on social media, remember, people keep on posting their highs and their highlights, and you never see anyone posting how sad they are or how someone did this and that to them. Like, you can never see their low moments. They will never put. In fact, if you post your low moments, just hit me up on the comment section. I need to talk to you. You're the real one. But yeah, remember just that people will never post their low moments. It's always the highs. Yo, I went out today, I did this, I traveled. We all do that, and it's allowed. It's okay. It's whatever it's your count. Like, you just do what you have to do to get the followers, to get whatever. It's your own. But just take time off social media, even if it's just for a few minutes in a day. Just deal with yourself, deal with your situation in one way or the other, and it will actually make you feel much better. Ways that you can actually achieve this is, like, for me these days, I try and limit my social media intake. So I turned off notifications for all my apps like Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp. I turned off the notifications. So the only time, like, I don't like when you're just working and then a notification pops up, oh, WhatsApp, oh, Instagram. Like, so now I just turned off the notifications. I only use the apps when I need to. So when I go onto WhatsApp, that's when I see, oh, someone texted me, oh, this and this happened. So yeah, I think that is one of the way that I'm coping with keeping on social media, because it's so hard to like just go AWOL on social media and stuff like that. So I think that is a way that might help you to just stay off social media. So I take time to just sit by myself, pray, and also meditate, and just it helps get me off my funk in one way or the other, and it's proving to be useful. So yeah, I would highly recommend. Cry if you have to. Have you ever felt the feeling after you've cried and prayed and just you feel like you're a brand new person. You feel like, yeah, I can actually do this life thing. Yeah, cry if you have to. It's okay. As in, just, hey, me also, yesterday I was literally just waiting to sit in a corner alone and just cry. I was looking forward to that like the whole day. I was just looking forward to the moment I would get to the house and just sit in a corner alone. Because I even had a plan. I'll fika home, I'll cook, I'll eat, and then I'll sit down and just cry and just pray. And just I just needed to release off some tension, release off some feelings that I was having. I really had a shitty day, and it was super shitty. But yeah. Number 3, journal if you can. Just write it down. Write it down. You'll be surprised at how much, me sometimes I'm just writing and then I'm just feeling myself, I'm going, I'm writing a whole lot. And writing it down just, makes it easier. It's like you are offloading, as in it's like you're talking to someone but you're just journaling it down. It actually proves to help so many people, me included. So you can try journaling it down. Why is that such a big word in my mouth? You can try write it down. Just write it down. Sometime in the future you'll just look back and you'll just be like, wow, I was going through this shit, and I wrote this and this and that. And so it's also just good. Like I was talking in my podcast and I was just talking about how you want to stay motivated. It's always to write it down. So yeah, writing down has proven to work in so many occasions. So make a point. Okay, people don't want me to prosper. That's clear. Number 4, learn what triggers your state. You just know what triggers you, as in what triggers this feeling, what triggers this emotion. If you learn what triggers, then it's easier for you to like manage it. I think managing is like the right word. It's easier for you to handle it by yourself or even with the help of a friend. It's like basically knowing yourself. So it's good to just know what triggers this and that for you, and you'll be able to just conquer it in one way or the other, because you can. Do you know that you can actually conquer it? Also, just be honest with yourself. Hey, you have to be honest with yourself and just how you're feeling and how. Stop avoiding this, as in I'm okay, at least. Be honest with yourself. You're not okay. You're going through this and that and that. So just be honest with yourself. That is usually like the first step, like acknowledging that you're actually going through this, and finding help is the rest. So yeah, I think that is like it for this video. Those are just tips that I find have been very useful. And if you're someone who's if you have people who come to you for help, listening is always good, so you can always listen. Just be there for them. If you don't know how to help them, ensure that they get the help that they actually deserve, and the help that something to just help them out of this, because it's not nice, trust me. It's actually not nice. So yeah, thanks guys so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do me the honors and just subscribe, and also turn the notification bell on for more videos, and more content is coming your way. Also follow my podcast. It's on SoundCloud. I'll leave the link in the description box, and you can also tell me ways that you have coped with your state, your depression, if it's depression or anxiety, or self-harm. Hey. Another time. I think that would be best for another video. Self-harm. We're gonna go deep into it, because I talked about it on my podcast, like my very first episode on the podcast, but I didn't go at length. So be on the lookout. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, this has been lovely. I have been your host, Kanali Ukusi, and until next time, guys, have yourself a lovely day, a lovely week, a lovely month, a lovely year, and much love from me to you.